Alrighty, welcome back man to another video hari ni. So kali ni kita nak buat, mungkin mission kali ni kita akan tengok mission kali ni kita buat. But last video kita dah banyak nak quest kita kena buat. So let's see, life as a student until processor feed return. So the girl from Uagadou, Nettie Ona has asked me to meet her at hamlet called Lower Hogwart, just south of Hogwart. Should she have what she want. So yang ni kita boleh buat ke ataupun Herbology class. Yep. So betul dua ni adalah, tak silap aku, main mission lah. Ini mission quest. Tapi betul ni aku boleh dapat, kalau tak silap aku boleh dapat spell, tak silap aku. Let's see. Appearance, ya, ni reward dia. So aku akan dapat Expelliarmus. Ni apa Expelliarmus baik. So aku akan buat 3 mission, kita buat mission pertama dulu. The girl from Uagadou. Uagadou? Tengok gear pula. Inventory. Kalau inventory go so far tak ada apa lah. Ini apa handwear. Tak ada lagi baik. Aku kena claim lah. Ni orang punya lama lah. Ini lah on hander. Okay ni. Oh, a metal handle with starly groove and a marble shell at base. Rancak kok handle dah. Neckwear tak nampak rancak kalau pakai. Nah, let's go, kita buat macam ni. Sini. Saya tengok ada apa. Test collection update, check a bottle. Okay. Reveal. Meet Nettie Ona in Lower Hogwart.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
No. Shut the fuck up.
I bet Black could tell a few tales about his days at Hogwarts. When he was a student, I mean.
Oh. What is this? Aku tengok macam ada Rory kat sini.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
So level lock. What is one? Review. Sampai sekarang aku tak tahu apa masuk si batang ni. Sekarang aku tak tahu. Itu another quest tu kita buat.
We have the most annoying.
Tumbuh. Let's go down. Keluar ke dia. Tak better kalau ada macam dia teleport pergi sana tu kan. Lagi senang. What is this? Tak, dia buat Revelio. Nampak macam ada tempat ni je. Tak ada. Ke dalam. Ke dalam kot. Bisa main tempat dia. Bisa main. Tempat dia aku bisa main. Ada buku ni. Aduh. Tak dapat lah. Dia kena tumbuk sikit. Ada 2 buku baik kat bawah tu. Nice. Challenge menu. Ada lagi satu. Ada tu. Nice.
Just have a
There's something.
Yo, kita jumpa ni Nettie. Fuck. Ada pukul ni tu boleh repair. Boleh repair. Kau pernah boleh repair? Boleh repair. Kalau spare tu aku tukar. Kau lihat dia lebih pupil dia tu bang. Mal.
I do get nervous. One's bound to crash into me eventually.
Sini aku tak explore depan-depan ni. Atas ni ada. Fuck that. Oh, ada buku ni, tak kami ni tu.
Akhirnya.
No? Mana buku tu? Where is it? Atas sikit. Kita nak ambil buku tu lah. Okay. Habis dia mengelak. Siapa tu? Habis kena ambil buku tak boleh, baik? Tak boleh biar. Apa ni kopis? Kita belah luak, baik? Ni kena belah taman dia ni.
I can't imagine this moving.
Oi, 500 baik. Saya sampai. Atas sikit. Dekat hutan lah ni. Aku tahu kat mana. Tengok sikit kat map. Where is it, am I? Buang, mai. Kau bawah ni ke? Tak macam sikit. Kau sampai sana.
Akhirnya.
Cik.
Incendio.
Incendio. Bis.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Bis apa tempat ni? Boleh kunci. Tak boleh. Tinggal masuk lah tempat ni. Oh, macam tempat study lah. Neti Onai.
Akhirnya.
Alright. Moonstone. Apa ni? Boleh. Cokat kita ambil cokat. Bagi dah. Okay. Jom kita lawan dia betul kan? Kalau aku ada broom kan senang. Tapi travel kan senang. Terbang lagi. Nice. Apa tu? Oh, 300. Sampai. Aku ambil shortcut tak boleh lah. Apa ni? What kind of place is this? Oh, ni mana tepi kat Hogwart punya tempat tepi eh. Ya, aku mesti lalu sini. Hey. Kita belah baik. Tak apa. Biarkan saja. Nak tampur tak apa? Ambil shortcut tu baik. Cik. Jauh gila jumpa dia ni pun. Dah lah kena lari.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Really? Dangerous? Really dangerous? Why is it dangerous? Hey, Cinawan. Hey.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, me too.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I can't say it, but Professor Fit tak beritahu.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
I'm glad to hear it.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Dia duduk punya lah. Jom baik.
Be
Gila.
on your guard.
Revelio.
I've always said
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Baru. The girl for Uagadou complete. Just like quest ni. Help the stranger. Tu main mission lah. Tak rasa tu main mission tu. Get quest. Trial of Merlin. Do I do that? Baru je. Level 4. Aku level 1. Aku level 5 macam aku. Aku level 6. Saya dari sini. Apa yang tolong je lah dalam. Right now. Lock right. Tak. Dia boleh masuk dalam.
Revelio.
Di tempat potion nak aku ni.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any rumor?
Any whispers going about the town?
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's an ashwinder. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down, and people have had enough. Katrin's hiding in a camp just southwest of town.
Masih
What do you have for sale?
boleh beli Dia potion ni aku dah
What
guna
can I
tu.
help you with today?
Aku ada dalam bentang ni banyak. Ni bentang apa? Maxima potion and thunder brew. Dia boleh beli ni. Maybe purchase. Cast spell. That's it.
I hope to see you again sometime.
Yep, me too.
Revelio.
Kau macam ada ni lah. Kat minimap tu nampak macam ada obo ni. Chest. Rigger black. Rigger black, what is that?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Nak fight dia ni lah. Stupefy
Let's end this. Put it out the kitchen. Akhirnya. Look what you've done.
Easy fight. Ui, siapa tu? What the fuck?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Holy fuck. The classic section of your figure has been updated with new enemy type. You may learn valuable insight on enemies such as the weakness to certain spell.
Stop right there. Take that switch.
I'm not going anywhere.
You'll take this again.
Oh shit.
Potato, you made a great. Stop here. Incendio. I'm not done with you.
Nice. Nice. Aku nak belajar lagi ada punya ni fighting dia. complete the battle in
What on
time.
earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Speak with a stranger. Who exactly is she? Nora
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who's Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
What's this?
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought Merlin was a myth.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
How fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb.
Versatile.
Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Okay. Get a Mallowsweet.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Mallowsweet leaf.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Swell. Soft Merlin trial. Let's see trial.
Word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Hi. Dia pakai api lah.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
Wow.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Kau kena bakar dia. Now what?
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
What does that mean? Kau kena bakar semua ke? Yang cepat.
Incendio.
Oh. Kena bakar dengan cepat lah.
There, how beautiful! what a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Me too.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Quest complete. Trial of Merlin. Gear capacity. Now what? Now mungkin kita kena buat ni. Collection. Collection balik. Ni wand lah aku dapat tu. Oh ni. Back to back attack. Okay. Now what? Gear? Dapat gear apa? Wand's handle. Okay. Tapi tak ada bagi apa-apa, dia cuma biasa je. Dapat wand punya macam gear lah. Herbology class. Kat mana Herbology class? Challenge. Combat. Dragon protection kan? Aku buat explore satu lah. Hogwart River. Okay. Now let's go map. Travel sini ya? Oh, travel sini. Travel ke sini. Cepat sikit. Travel. Cepat sikit kita travel. Nice. Have faster.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Oh iya. Oh, tu tangga. Ni first time aku main sini. Herbology ke? Lagi tu pasal plant. Kita belajar pasal tumbuhan pak. Pada itu herbal.
What are you up to now?
I don't know. Destiny leaf. Quest begin. Okay. Agak dah.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Newest rose.
We do look forward to growing together.
Growing together?
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Akhirnya. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Really? Why? Can I scream?
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Ooh, mandrake. Oh, patut pun. Oh, betul
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil!
Holy shit. Gila dia menjerit kan.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Reparo.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Hippogriff.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I nearly went deaf.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Really?
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a
Potting
vital
table unlock.
ingredient in the
Oh, potting- I need a
Wiggenweld
potting
potion,
table.
as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Yeah. Okay. Can create fertilizer by conjuring a dung composer. Ready in 9 minit baik.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find
Chinese.
that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Baik. Pilih. Apa cakap ni? Dia cakap
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
The edges mustn't curl and turn brown like that.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be
Look,
showing you the
man.
Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Okay, thank you.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Thank you.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindor. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Sorry.
Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Aku boleh banyak jadi buah. Boleh beli semua. Tak betul. All A1. Open. Okay. Okay, and then what? Tap L1 to use your assign to. And what?
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Like that?
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I was imagining,
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time.
Perlukan time lah untuk fahamkan dia punya ni. Apa nama tumbuhan ni? Kegunaan dia juga. Kegunaan dia mesti ada kegunaan dia kalau tanam pokok ni. Confirm ya. Oh, besar gila.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labour. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Profesor pun macam lebih kurang sama dengan aku apa. Nice, complete.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
4 minit sampai.
Cost me my damned hearing.
Oh ni dia ni tau. Cerita ni apa maksudnya? A potion that enhances the drinker defense by carbon that will really rock his skin. See?
We must first understand.
Nah, kita buat quest baru. Potion class. Quest besar. Definitely. Kat mana? Tak dia kat map. Where is the map? Okay, aku kat sini. Level kat sini lah. Okay, sini. Level. Easy. Level kan senang sikit. Cepat sikit masa. Attend potion class. Oh ni aku nak belajar potion ni. Loading. Okay. Di sini kan? Oh. Oh, man.
The Aurors or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Clockwise. Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Kayak painting cakap.
I saw an aura.
Revelio.
Apa je?
I bet he knows more than he's letting on
Nothing.
about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potion class. Quest begin.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion.
Wigan-Weld.
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw.
That's me.
Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
How do I do that? Nobody teach me.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Okay.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Add all lamb juice. Oh, lagi. Masak potion lah, gila. Test.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Cepat gila.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Really? Collect Ashwinder 8. Collect that monster.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
What do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Furry back feather?
Keep your potions organized.
What's this? Mongrel 4, okay. Up. How about this one? What's this? Subject Bogging and Brookings. Bogging and Brookings has had an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hour, particularly in the wee hour of the night. With a special delivery being made to the shop back entrance. We are adding more Aurora to join those that have already been watching the show to amongst the new edition. Further instructions to follow. Okay, chest. Where exactly that's it? Oh, this one? Fwooper feather. Tunggu satu lagi. Collect Ashwinder 8. Oh, ini. The fuck is Ashwinder? Okay, return to Gareth with the Fwooper feather.
Not be that colour, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Apa dia nak buat?
proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Nah, brew potion from unlock recipe at the potion station. Recipe and ingredient can be purchased from the select shop. Okay. Kau kena buat. Enhance the drinker chance or subset. Aku tak tahu ni, fluid steam. A potion that enhance the drinker defense by... Oh ni kena buat ni. 30 seconds. Okay. Feel like 1 year but it's okay. Just tu nak tunggu. Baiklah 20 saat. Dia bagi aku punya skin jadi kerah tau. So ni better to defend. Aku kira aku boleh datang sini balik lah. To brew potion. Got it. Come on. Nice. Pick up. Okay, sekarang tak ada bahan lah. What's this? Oh, tak ada bahan lah. Purchase from JPP portion. Ni aku recipe dia, bukan beli je. Kalau ni kena cari bang. Fluid steam. Fluid steam.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! The fuck's that?
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now?
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during...
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Not me. I'm not participating in that.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
How does he know? Did I or me? Did I?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning.
Oh, man.
As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Thank you.
I think each of us has had enough excitement.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Really? Can I borrow that? Yeah, level 8. Yeah.
Ugh, my robes are going to... Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Yeah, you too.
My Wiggenweld potion.
I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
Sebenarnya
flu
the one
powder.
maker in the house wanted to see me about something. Should pay him visit. Really? Should I? Should I go there? This is where Oxford where? Kat sini weh. Sama aku travel sini. Travel. Faster sikit. Aku jalan mampu
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Yeah. Here I come. Hello?
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Why? Okay, Danny.
I suppose I could. Why should I spend my time on a glorified errand?
It is much more than a glorified errand, to be sure. I dare say you'll find my proposal intriguing. Please, hear me out.
Okay.
You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Why the wand?
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh yes, it's terribly special, but not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no, nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return, and that power is immeasurable.
Why did he steal it?
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts, always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumour had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
I see what I can find.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Wand maker. Okay, let's investigate the Owler.